What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to do what I hope is a quick video, next mod on the Charger Redeye. I've already had the mid-mufflers, mid-resonators, whatever the hell you want to call them. Already had those replaced with the Vibrant 1794s like the ones I had on the 2016 Hellcat. I did the Z Automotive full electric valve delete solution. So my valves on my exhaust are open all the time, no matter what mode the car's in. And today's mod is actually going to be to replace the factory tips. As you can see, here's how they look on the car. It's kind of a little bit of a flush mount, at least from the one side of the valance. On this side it sticks out a little bit more, but that's because the valance kind of curves in, so that's why. But you can see they don't really stick out that far. Most of the people that do exhaust tips on the Chargers go with the carbons. They're a 5-inch tip. I decided I didn't want to go that big because I've seen them on cars, and when they're on the car, they're practically touching the valance all the way around. And I'm not a fan of that look. It just looks like it overpowers the car at that point. So I'm not a real big fan of that. I mean, they're good quality and that kind of stuff, and a lot of people like them, but I didn't want to go that route. So what I decided to do was go with these. These are the aFe power tips. These tips have the same flared edge like the factory tips do. The factory tips are 4-inch openings there, and these are 4.5-inch. So they're right between the factory size and the carbon size. So I'm hoping that at the end of the day I'm going to like these. I recently saw somebody posted something on one of the Facebook groups, and he just put these on his car and they look pretty good, so I'm hoping I'm going to be happy with them after they're on my car. So basically I'm not going to do a full install video. aFe actually has a video on their website, much better than I would produce, and basically these are direct bolt on to the factory. So there's an exhaust clamp down there. I don't know if I'll be able to get the camera to show it, but basically you unloosen that clamp up, pull the factory tip off, put these tips on, get them all lined up the way you want them in the valance, and then you just tighten the bolt down, and that should be it. So anyway, after I get this done, I'll do another little segment of video just to show you how they look compared to the factory. So anyway, this will be interesting. Okay, so I figured before I put them on the car real quick, I would show you real quick the difference in size. So the one to the right is the factory tip that I took off. The one to the left is the aFe tip. So you can see it is significantly bigger than the factory tip. Obviously, it's not as big as the carbon, but I think at this point I am definitely going to prefer this one over the carbon. So now I'm going to go ahead and get one installed and see what it looks like. Okay, so I figured I'd do a one-side comparison, or a comparison with one side done. So this is still the factory tip, and this is the aFe tip. You can see it is definitely bigger. Fills up the valance a little bit better. You can roll around so you can see a profile shot. It sticks out a fair amount more. To me, that looks much better as it relates to providing some accent to the rear end. But I'm pretty happy with this so far, so now I'm going to go ahead and get the other side done. Okay, so both tips have been done, and I can tell you I definitely like these tips way better than the factory. You can see how much it sticks out. You can see even from the other side how much that one sticks out. And then, obviously from the back it looks really good. And if you look down, you can actually see how much further out from the valance the tip stick than the factory ones. So all in all, I really like these tips. Again, these are the aFe power tips. They're 4.5-inch versus the carbons, which are 5. But anyway, there you go. Haven't had a chance to start the car yet, so I don't know whether they'll sound any different. I've heard people online say that with the carbons, they think that there's an audible difference. I'm not sure about whether tone or volume or whatever. So anyway, I haven't heard these start, or haven't heard the car run with these on yet, so I have no idea. But anyway, there you go. They're both installed, and I think the look looks really good.